Hey everybody, it's time to go racing, and we're going to kick off the 2026 season right here in Benson, North Carolina at Durana Motorsports Park. Welcome to the Ihra Outlaw Nitro Series and the backbone of this sport. The Pro-Ams are going to throw down. It is an 8-race series, big money on the line throughout the entire season as they chase this championship. Hello, I'm Ken Stout. That is Tommy Johnson Jr., and we love the Pro-Ams out here, and boy, have they been putting on a show. Once again, the best in the absolute business coming out here to throw down.
I absolutely started my career, and most people do, in the Pro-Am series and work their way up to the professional series, and these guys, we're seeing some new stars coming out in the sport this year. It's going to be fun to watch them, see who wins that championship.
Yeah, we've already been watching some of the action that went on throughout the course of the weekend. 00 lights at both ends.
Yeah, these guys drive the starting line and drive the finish line, and they're good at it.
If you love wheel standers, Super Stockers have been putting on a show as well. Let's go racing.
.660 feet from making it to the trophy dash. They're ready. Red light start. Chris Webb goes 4 thou too soon, and Camden Cyan 698, 117. Chris goes 699 at 119. They both had it pretty close, locked in on that 7 flat, giving themselves a hundo or two of wiggle room down at the other end. But the Nova will be in the final, so it takes care of business against the 69 Camaro. Which 67 is he going to race? Matt Dottis, the J-Line performance-powered MT machine over in the left side. That is a beautiful car. Whoever put the graphic package together on that, I'm not sure I would have thought of that design, but I really, really like the look. Jeremy Bargo over here on the right side. The Bargos love their Camaros. Remember the Top Sportsman one, the red loudmouth with the blower sticking out of the hood? Yeah. This one actually has a license plate on it. The vinyl top 67 Kentucky-based Camaro. Data out of Ohio. The Nova waits. We're ready. We are green. Figured out down at the other end. Matt left, Jeremy right. Watch the scoreboard. Wampada. 702 beats 704. They're 2 thou apart in reaction. Call it a coin flip. Matt Dottis is back of the dial, 400s. That left the door open. Jeremy wins at 19 thou, 702, and he is headed for the final. And here comes Stock Eliminator. Joey's got the 81 Camaro. That's the red car on the left side. The Gen 2, kind of the forgotten generation of Chevy Camaros. A 267 cubic inch V8. Chevrolet made that engine for about 6 weeks. When they're trying to meet emission requirements, it made 12 horsepower, some ridiculous things. That's why it didn't live very long. But it's legal in Stock Eliminator. Joe Strickland on the right side, the 305 powered 92 model. Eustace is off and running. That poor little 267-inch motor. It's huffing, it's puffing, it's trying to hold on into 305. Drive right by. Strickland waved as he went. Fletcher, the ATI MT machine over here on the right side, that's the car he drove to high school and then restored it, turned it into a stocker about 20-some years ago. Kevin Anderson, the Pennsylvania-based machine on the left side. Deep red, black rally stripes. They bump in. They are dialed the same. It's not heads up, but they both predicted the same number. Anderson left, Fletcher right. Dan Fletcher, another final round. 009 at the stripe. Got there second and ran too quick doing it. Fletcher holding 300 in reaction time, takes 009. Here comes Quick Rod. In Quick Rod, we only have 3 cars left, so these two going to have to earn their spot in the final. Ryan Mason left, Jeff Kondratik right. Big block rear engine dragsters now. North Carolina represented in the left side, Maryland in the right. Coach finishes, right trailers. 570 the magic number here. Ryan Mason glancing over. It's a classic spot. Pre-stage, look over, pick the spot on the car. I need to be 6 inches in front of that when I get to the other end. Watch closely. The car's on the starting line. See if you can see which one jumps first. If you can pick it out with the naked eye, that's usually enough reaction time advantage to win the race. Down to the finish line stripe they go. Win light says no. Jeff Kondratik is going to win it. Ryan Mason was double 0-2, and he went 575. I think he made a bad choice at the stripe. He got down there and dropped. Kondratik goes dead on 1, and Jeff Kondratik is headed to the final where he is going to run Mitch Harkey, the L&M Motors car, out of Salisbury, North Carolina, over there on the left side. Par powered, and he gets himself a free time run before he'll come back and race the guy who just went dead on 1, and that's Jeff Kondratik. Super Street is already in the water box as Mitch Harkey pulls in to light that second light. We've seen it a couple of times today in the Pro Mods. Take the tree and idle down. Almost never happens in these categories because you just want the practice run. Mitch hits the tree at 32, hits the scoreboard at 571. He's got the car where he wants it now. So the 2 cars going to race in the final. One went 570, one went 571. You better hit the tree.
We have plenty of racing yet to go. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more action. Welcome back to Benson, North Carolina. Let's go back out to the starting line for our next pair.
We're here in the pits with Mike Domenico, the man that loves the camera, but you know what we love even more is a family that works together, and your son Sal's your tuner. What is it like having him on the team?
Oh, it's just awesome. I mean, Sal and I spend a lot of time together, whether it's in the shop, racing. Sal's been racing and going racing with me since he was 10 years old. I put him in a junior dragster, and I said, listen, you listen to me, and we'll win. And he listened to everything, and sure as shit, we won the meet. So yeah, we spent a lot of time together. It's awesome.
Now, working with your dad, is it ever tough? Do y'all ever get in maybe little tiffs, or how's a working relationship with your father?
It's a little tougher in business. We butt heads a lot in business, but coming out here, he knows his role as a driver. I know my role as a tuner. So in the beginning, sure, we butted heads, but we learned to let each other do our thing, and it works.
Now, how did this opportunity come about? When did your dad come to you and tell you that he would like you to be his tuner?
I was always around, like he said, and it started with doing little things like tire pressure or taking video, and then when we got into the Pro Mod stuff, we started working with Mike Kopchak, rest in peace. And as I started to learn from him, it just made sense. I always wanted to do it, so it just made sense that I move into that role, and as time progressed, I got better at it, and here we are.
Now, speaking of moving into different roles, Mike, is there any chance that we'll see Sal behind the wheel?
Yeah, he's hounding me all the time but I'm not ready to retire, but we're going to get him some seat time this year. Whether or not it's in competition, I don't know yet. We'll see how he does, but we're going to get him some seat time. I know I've been saying that, but I'm not ready to retire. I'm not that old, but we're going to get him some seat time this year for sure.
Hey, now it's on TV, Sal, so we can hold him accountable because he said he's going to get you in there at some point. Now, what do you guys do for fun? I know that you're always here. You're always working on the car, I'm sure, when you're home. But do any of you have any fun hobbies that we may want to know about, Sal?
Honestly, no, this is it. Aside from spending time with my kids and my wife, and this is it. We work, and we work hard to do this, so this is our hobby. We don't golf. We don't go boating. We don't do any of that nonsense. This is what we do.
This is what you do, but this is why you love it. When did you first fall in love with drag racing, Mike?
Oh man, geez, I've been drag racing since high school. You know, we all had street cars. I had a '68 Camaro, and it was had a small block Chevy in it. It was called Mighty Mouse. It had a big picture of Mighty Mouse on the side of the door. This is my street car, flying through the air, holding a shifter, a Hurst shifter. I had a guy airbrush it, and so that was what I drove to high school. Wow. Yeah, and then from there I went to a Nova, '72 Nova, and you just, you know, you kind of work your way up the ladder, and I've driven just about everything. I mean, other than a top fuel car, and you know, who knows, maybe the right opportunity, you know, came about. So we'll see.
Now, you just mentioned never getting tired of it. Do you think at what point will you retire? Is there going to be a retirement in the future?
I'm 63. I kind of said 65. You know, we'll see. I consider myself pretty good shape, but you know, I said 65. I might be. We'll see. We'll see.
All right, you say 65, but I've been around racers my entire life. My father is one, and he's 65 and still racing. So it's one of those things, like once it's in your blood, I think it's hard to leave it.
It is, and I always tell people, you know, the needle's in deep. With me, the needle's in both arms, you know. So yeah, but I will see. 65 was kind of the number that I put in the back of my head, you know, way far back, but it's there.
Well, thank you so much. That's Mike Domenico and his son, Sal. They're a great team, and we look forward to watching them race this season.
And Super Gas coming at you now. Russ Gent, the red Camaro, 94 model. James Rollins, a C automatic. Sunfire. Super stock, we've got 3 as well. Mike and his Cobalt are sitting back here in the water box waiting to see who he's going to race. Rollins is dialed to 588. Russ Gent, 625. So the Camaro will go first. Matter of fact, the Camaro will probably still have the front wheels in the air when James Rollins gets the green light. We see if the Hippie Fab, ClassRacer.com Pontiac, can chase down the Cometic Klotz Camaro. They're ready to go. Yep, Camaro still had the wheels up, and light came on for Rollins. Jim Rollins trying to catch him, coming down to the finish line. Wow, Rollins went 10. Rollins went 10 on the reaction time to leave second. Then he ran dead 1 for the win. Russ Gent was 005, 627 on a 625, comes up 18 thousandths short. Jim Rollins dialed to 588, ran 588.1 to get there first by 0188. If you're playing the lottery tonight, take the 8s and take the 1s. Mike Truel. Shuts it off a little early, got the numbers he needed, 604 at 100 miles an hour. Hey, the guy outran his engine builder heads up earlier in the day. I think his engine builder is probably going to be okay with that as long as he brings the trophy home. Long as he brings the trophy home. And just like that, Jamie Abercrombie and Derek Willard as we go into Super Rod, and we put a 640 on the board. A couple of carbon copy roadsters, the 57 carbon fiber copy Corvette, the 68 carbon fiber copy Camaro. North Carolina against South Carolina, big blocks a pair. And in Super Rod also, we've got 3 left. Keith Mayers waits in the water box to figure out who he will race in the final. Both drivers off and away on the green. Abercrombie's way down there. Derek Willard drops back, checking in. 644. Abercrombie wins it. Derek Willard was having some kind of an issue. The car sounded rough when he pulled in and staged it. Left late, left slow, ran slow, had no chance to win the race. So Jamie Abercrombie going to come back a little bit later on, and he's going to go head-to-head with the Alfa Romeo. Keith Mayers. Keith is interesting, kind of like his cars. The Delaware-based Alfa Romeo, who, oh, by the way, nailed the number in qualifying and been riding a wave of momentum all weekend long. Man, save that for the final. Mayers goes 005, and then he goes 638 at 128 miles per hour. Keith is ready for the full. Keith is always ready for the final.
Stay with us here at Durana Motorsports Park. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. Let's get it back over to the starting line for our next pair.
Turning up the performance a little bit was top sportsman Jay Kirk and Donnie Gibbs. Rolling out of the water box now. Got the semifinals coming at you. Really, really fast door cars. 3 guys that spent some money on wax this weekend and 1 guy that didn't. And Brenda's joined me back up here in the tower.
Love me some top sportsmen.
Oh,
it's one of my favorite categories out there. Jay Kirk, left side. Donnie Gibbs, I was telling the story earlier this weekend. Last year at this event, Donnie Gibbs was on the outside looking in, did not make the field. He was the number 33 qualifier. Got in as an alternate, and what do you think he did, Alan?
He won the race.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You do not have to be number 1 in this. You just have to do your job at both ends of the racetrack. Donnie Gibbs been doing fantastic performance all weekend. That's out of Mooresville, North Carolina. The right side Camaro, that left side. Beautiful car of Kirk. And there he goes again.
Gibbs gets the handicap head start. He hits the tree at 007. He cannot hold on. Jay Kirk goes 432, wins it by 8 thousandths of a second. Gibbs was 007 and slowed down a couple. Jay Kirk was a couple late, ran dead on to win it by 8 thou. Kirk is in the final. Who will he race?
Couple of toughies here. Nick Klein, the 38 Chevy Coupe with the big block Chevrolet on it. Out of Mooresville, North Carolina, 433, the dial in here. In the right side for Kirk. He's your number 9 qualifier, and that beautiful Cobalt of Dale Constant over there on the left side.
Constant rolling in here out of Maryland. The burn down hot sauce. Keep that stuff away from me. I'm the guy that goes to Hooters, orders it mild, and ends up curled up on the floor because my mouth is burning.
Little purge to the nitrous here for Klein on the right side. And they're dialed almost heads up. 432 on the left side for Constant, 433 for Klein. You're not going to see the difference for the fans in the stands. You're not going to see the difference on the starting line. But they do still have the breakout to worry about, so it's not just who gets there first.
It's interesting to me that Dale Constant is dialed quicker than he qualified. Nick Klein dialed back. The weather, a little more water in the air, a little more humidity. I think it should be a little bit slower. Dale Constant doesn't agree. Of course, Dale Constant's got nitrous, so he can speed it up if he wants.
He can make his own atmosphere over there, Kenny. Boy, the starting line goes to Dale Conson, but you were 100% correct there, Al. He went slower than he dialed. Klein, 4:34.5, gets to the finish line 7 thou ahead. Behind on the starting line, ahead at the finish line, Nick Klein moving on to the finals.
That was like an instant replay of the first semifinal. The guy that left first left the door open. And the guy that left second got the stripe by a few thou. And here comes dun, 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 top dragster.
I dig the little shorty dragster here on the right side. That's Eric Rollins, Denver, North Carolina, the Gibbs Performance Specialties 2020 Race Tech. Chevrolet power on board, your number 11 qualifier. That went 4:26 in qualifying, but as you were talking about slowing it down, they're saying, let's keep this thing safe. They're putting a 4:45 on the dial-in board for Rollins over here on the right side.
They got a little baby blower on top of that par-built power plant. And Bode Bennett over on the other side. Now, remember, Bode was involved in that massive starting line burn down earlier this morning where they literally backed the two cars off the starting line, let him think about it for a minute, and then came back up and restaged. Well, he survived that, and if he can survive one more round, he will be in the trophy dash. Handicap head start, 0.14 of a second. And believe it or not, the blower car gets the head start.
Yeah, I'm going to say they must have done maybe they did a pulley change on it or something, but or they sped it up to get a qualifying position. But he's definitely slowed it down, almost 2/10 over his qualifying. Nibbling forward here, Rollins.
One thing about those shorty dragsters, you're closer to the tree, so that helps your reaction time. No?
I don't think that's the way it works.
Oh.
They were almost identical on the starting line. 3 thou separate them on the starting line, and the win would going dead 4 to the dead 7 of Bode Bennett. Finish line margin 0.006, shining towards Eric Rollins. So Eric Rollins going to be half of the finals. Who's he going to face? I'd say I know who he's going to face.
I'm sorry, I said six-pack and completely lost my train of thought. Well, it's happy hour. It should be anyway. Joe DePascal out of New Jersey gets himself a free ride. The naturally aspirated, dual-quadded, no power adder, Davis-built engine. It's got that thing running in the 420s. What's that? Really? So he won't be clapped as a like – 160 miles an hour, 50 on the tree, and Joe is set for the.
So you're going to have DePasquale and Rollins in the finals.
We'll turn them loose again when we return here to Durana Motorsports Park. Stay with us. It's a beautiful day to go racing here. Weather could not be better, and we have some incredible action coming your way. Let's get to it.
So a little Nova Camaro matchup here to crown our first champion. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series, Durana Motorsports Park, Benson, South Carolina. North Carolina, my apologies, forgive me. I got lost on the way.
That's all right, man. That's okay, my friend. Get ready. Candon Kigan, that Chevrolet Nova over there, has been running up to par. 1970 model year out of Lakeland, Florida. Let's see. It's a 7.0 index there as they get ready to go. And Jeremy Bargo, how about him out of Barbersville, Kentucky?
the Bargo Aviation Services 67 Camaro. 7 flat up on the board. Get there first. Don't go under. That wind light will come on in your lane. The first trophy in 2026 in the IHRA. We are set, go. They are clean and they are green. And they are 3 thousandths difference in reaction time down their top end. That wind light comes on. Jeremy out by 5 thousandths, 0.18 for the win. Camden was 21 on the tree and goes 6.98.8. And Bargo, Jeremy Bargo, your first champion.
How about that? That gorgeous Barberville, Kentucky-based Chevrolet, 67, the first model year. 6.99.5 on a 7.0 takes the victory. Here's your first trophy for, as you said, Mike, the IHRA 2026 season.
Jeremy Bargo, you are a Ironman in the hot rod class. Now you cross the finish line and you're missing your son's baseball tournament, but you're going to take him home in Ironman. How special is that?
I said, Bud, I'm sorry I missed your game. I said, but I'll bring you home something to put in your room there. So he's all tore up. But like I said, give all the thanks to the good Lord above. If it weren't for him, we're nothing. And if you do have him, you know you've won the most important race. So got a lot of people to thank real quick. My wife, my kids, couldn't do it without them. I mean, like I said, missed the ball game, so she allowed me to come here and race a few of them to see what we can do. My brother, his car, he's got mine at another race. He lets me drive this one with the throttle stop, so thank him. DJ's Performance blew my motor up 2 weeks ago. He thrashed to get it going. Can't thank those guys enough at the shop, Danny and the guys at the shop. APD carburetors. Hughes, Kevin and Hughes Transmissions, they take good care of me and my brother. Thank them. And what can you say about IHRA? I mean, a little light on the crowd, but man, what an awesome race. If you're not here, you've really missed out on a treat. They just treat you the best in the world. And I know I'm missing a lot of people. Finish line race feels just happy as a pig in mud. I don't know what else to say, but thank you all very much. And CJ, Daddy's coming home with the trophy. You and Chloe can fight over it now. Woo! I mean, how can you not be pumped up to win a race like this? Thank you all very much.
Congratulations, sir.
All right, we're going to go right into stock right here, Mike.
Yes, we are, Al Jucci, one of the very best in the biz. Dan Fletcher and Joe Strickland. L stock automatic 92 Camaro. Joe Strickland at 734 in the Fletch. Dan Fletcher, F stock automatic 69 Camaro. For ATI Performance Products, My Show Strategies, Mickey Thompson Tires.
Little small block car coming up there for ATI in the right lane. So
697 for Fletcher, doing the chasing. Joe at 734 over there, far side, getting the head start.
let's see who takes the stock eliminator category right here as they get up to the top light. We're going in. Staged up in the left lane for Strickland. They're both in. Now it's time to go to work. 734, 697, handicap on the left side. Now they're going to make the charge. Watch that Chevrolet with a small block on the right side. How about that for Dan Fletcher? 698.2 on a 97, off a touch at 91 miles per hour. 735 on a 34 with 4, and you go down there and you look at the reaction time. 007 for Fletcher, 030 for the reaction time for Strickland.
Yep, Fletcher, 007 on the tree.
I'm down here with Dan Fletcher. Dan, you are an Ironman. Is this your first one?
No, I've been fortunate enough to win a couple of them. Haven't won an IHRA race in a while, but it's great to be here at Galat. This is actually my local home track, and just super proud to get one. Pretty awesome.
All right, your mom told Tommy to tell you congratulations. Oh, Tommy Johnson's mom said congratulations to you.
There you go. That I believe, yes.
You're her favorite driver.
She's always been very flattering, and that's awesome. Well, wish her well for me. So.
Well, congratulations, sir. You are an Ironman again.
Well, thank you so much. If I could please, ATI, Denzo, MicroStrategies, VP, Mickey Thompson, Peak Performance. Without my sponsors, as a professional sportsman guy, couldn't do it. So those companies make me go down the road. So thanks to them.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
That moves us right here into Quick Rod. Ready to roll up here, 570, the number. On the top, you got to run close to 570. They'll back up, man. That man's backing up fast down there. Harkey gets that Salisbury, North Carolina-based digger down there and puts it right back to the starting line. The L&M Motorsports machine, your 09 racetrack, Par Racing Engine powered machine. And who's in the right lane?
Jeffrey Kondratik. Jeff Kondratik, Lucas Oil Products, Wright Trailers, PCF Finishes, and JKR. For the trophy, Quick Rod, 570 up on the board there. They are both pre-staged. Now they'll bump them babies in, light that second light, flash of yellow, and head on down the track here. Well, they're going to sit there, it looks like, for a little bit. They're both pre-staged and nobody's moving.
Bit. Last time they sat there for a lot of it and got pushed away, some of these guys in these categories. We're going to watch and see who's going to make the move.
Look at Kyle's just standing down there puffing on his cigar. There we go. Jeff starts to move in. Now Mitchell moves in.
They're looking for it, 570. That index number down there here in quick. Oh, man, and a red light start in the right lane for Jeffrey. Mitchell Harkey's going to take the victory here in Quick Rod tonight down there at 739, 269 miles per hour, just saving parts and pieces, seeing the wind light.
Jeff was 013 red that runs it down through there, 573.8, 138. And Mitch Harkey, your Quick Rod champion.
How about that, man? Harkey doing the job. Hate to see a red light in the final.
Mitchell Harkey, the moment you knew all your work paid off, what went through your mind?
I was just super excited to see. I like Jeff Kondratik, and I hate to see his red light cut on, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited.
Who all got you here?
I mean, my dad, first and foremost, for letting me take time off work to come up here. Par Racing Engines, Paul Mosley's transmissions, and my buddy Corey Cameron back at home working, giving me all the throttle stop info I need.
Well, congratulations, and I think it's time to go celebrate this Ironman.
It is. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
The racing has been outstanding, but we have plenty more to come. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the IHRA. You're watching the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. Let's get it back over to the starting line for our next pair.
Phil, as it's always a pleasure to get to talk to you. We've enjoyed interviewing you last year, but what are you doing during the week when you're not out here racing?
Working on the race car. We've worked really hard this year to get this thing ready, and it sure didn't look like it when we first came out, but anyway, we're getting there.
All you guys talk about, all y'all are doing when you're at home is working on the race car, but I know Phil has some other talents. Are you mountain biking? Are you playing poker with your friends? What are you doing?
Nah, not really. We just work at the shop, work at the race car, go out and take dinners and things like that. I mean, this is a full-time job, and it takes a lot to make it happen, so we just work hard at it.
Now, Phil, you also have another business. Tell everyone what you do during the week.
So Ultrasonic LLC is my business. I started it about 15 years ago, and we sell cleaning machines, ultrasonic cleaning machines. We clean little parts from rings and diamonds up to 160-inch parts, 200-gallon tanks. We do a lot of different kind of industrial cleaning. And that's kind of what makes this thing go. It makes it fast, get your parts clean parts fast.
Hey, you took the words out of my mouth. I was about to ask if it could maybe clean some diamonds for me.
We got a little machine just here for you. We'll clean your diamonds right up.
All right, well, y'all just heard it. Y'all know the man to go to make sure you're shining bright like a diamond. Now, you shine bright with your personality. You always bring the fun. What is it? Where do you get that from?
I don't know. I just try to be me. You know what I mean? It just comes out of me. I'm just trying to do good on interviews. I don't think I'm very good at this, but I'm giving it my best shot. That's all I got.
You're good at it. You bring your personality. You're always making me laugh.
Well, good.
What's your favorite part about race day?
I really like traveling here and hanging out. You know what I mean? I love driving the car, awesomely, but I really just enjoy coming and hanging out. We've had a really good time here at IHRA. We enjoy the 2-day deal. You know what I mean? We're ready to go racing, man. Let's go have some fun.
You're ready to go racing, but before you go racing, you got to kind of relax, like maybe stop your mind from thinking. What is it that makes you relax?
Some beer. How about that? Drink a few beers.
Hey, what's your beer choice?
Mick Ultra.
Mick Ultra. Hey, the people's beer. Now, what can we expect Phil to be eating on a race day?
Protein.
What kind of protein?
I eat steak, chicken. I eat some vegetables. I don't eat much bread or potatoes. I just try to eat a lot of protein.
All right, after you're done with the racing, what's Phil doing?
Having a beer.
All right, you heard it here. These guys, they work on their cars, they drink the beer. This is why the fans love you guys, because y'all bring all the personality.
Yeah, we're here.
All right, well, that's Phil as he will be driving that Ultrasonic LLC car in that top alcohol funny car.
Get clean parts fast.
You heard it here.
Thank you.
You see a set of keys laying on the ground, laying under the bleachers, laying over there, please bring them up in the tower. I have a racer that would very much like to take his car home.
Mike Truel, that's the Cobalt, the 08 Cobalt 595. Mike Truel, James Rawlings.
Man. How about the GT stock or C automatic car, the Hippie Fab machine, Glass Racer. The
587.
Racer, the old, what is that, a Sunfire Pontiac. Here we go, 587.95. You wouldn't even see it in the tree for that handicap down there. They go down, the wind light comes up. How about an 89 and an 87? 2 off the ticker on the clock there at 110 miles per hour. James Rawlings gets the very first victory in GTC Automatic Superstock.
Truel was better on the tree by 10, got down there, took stripe by 3, and went out by 1 stinking thousandths of a second.
Some darn good drag racing right there in Superstock Eliminator.
James Rawling, Superstock Ironman. The moment you found out you were going to take home one of these, what went through your mind?
Thank God for a brake pedal. I've been struggling on a tree all day, and I finally got a hold of it there in the semis, and I thought we were good. And then about 400 foot, when you're carrying 6 numbers and you're not getting in front of them, you got to get rid of it. It's kind of a uh-oh feeling. So I just drove it to the door and stopped and got lucky. This is pure luck right here, honestly, because I think he had me by probably 10 or 15 on the tree, and just one of them deals racing. I finally had a thou fall my way this time, so it feels good, because last year it was not. That thou was going the other way, so I'm happy.
Well, congratulations. You are an Ironman.
Thank you, man.
Jamie Abercrombie, that's the 57 Corvette.
Is Finch with him?
Of course he is. And Keith Mayers, the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, man, got to the finals, the #1 qualifier, the Alfa Romeo. Look at this. They both got no roofs on them. They both got good vision. It's going to be a great drag race right here. 640 heads up. Right now, out of Chester, South Carolina, Abercrombie, ready to go into left lane.
Keith Mayers, the Alfa Romeo, in from Delaware. Keith always has different cars. He's got a Porsche that runs in hot rod.
Good looking car right there, though. Keith goes in, bottom light. He's in, lights are ready to go. Heads up, 640. Throttle stops are turned off, and they're going after it. Now down to the 8th mile stripe. Keep your eye open. Oh, man, goes too quick with a 38 for Abercrombie, and a 42 on a 40 at 125 miles per hour is going to give him the championship win right there.
Absolute Keith Mayers, 10 on the tree, got down there and parked that baby at 6:42.1. And takes the win in Super Rod.
Pretty cool, man. You come in here, you run the car, you qualify #1, go all the way through all the competition, and You win the damn deal. That is awesome. 642, 125. Going to the winner's circle, huh?
Absolutely. And Alfa Romeo.
Keith Mayers, I think it's time to build another trophy cabinet because this isn't your first Ironman. You have several of them. You actually have a world championship in this car, correct?
I have 2 IHRA World Championships in the Porsche for the hot rod class. This is new to Super Rod. I've run it in Super Gas and NHRA side and won the division a couple times and tied for the World Championship in NHRA a couple years ago.
And it never gets old, does it?
Money never gets old.
Well, congratulations, sir. It's time to go celebrate this thing.
All right. Thank you.
The racing has been outstanding, but we have plenty more to come. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the IHRA. You're watching the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. Let's get it back over to the starting line for our next pair.
So the driver's getting suited up over there. Final round in Top Sportsman. So Nick Klein and Jay Kirk. Kirk Construction, 68 Camaro. Jay over there far side of the track at 431. And Nick Klein, the 38 Chev, out of Mooresville, North Carolina, 432.
How about that Kirk Construction car, man? That's the first one that put down the beautiful Smoky Burnout this weekend, if you remember, in the right lane. Now he's finding himself sitting down there in a final doing his deal. Chris Klein race cars, excuse me, and Jay Kirk. Gotta love that left lane there in the first Federal side. Nick Klein in the right side out of Mooresville, North Carolina. As Mike told you, the 38 Coupe, man, with the Chevrolet. Came in running some good numbers. Well, we got the handicap, not by much. You're not even going to see it in the tree. A 431 for Kirk to a 432 for Klein.
So Nick Klein rolls up right side, that 38 Coupe, and the very swoopy 68 Camaro of Jay Kirk, the left side. Jay is pre-staged, waiting on Nick Klein to come up here.
Boy, is that a good-looking Chevrolet. I was telling Mike English before, it reminds me of an old, like a Tim McAmis car, right?
Yeah,
Back
exactly.
in the day.
Jay Kirk's in, waiting on Nick Klein. They are set. Here we go for the trophy in Top Sportsman. They are clean.
Hammer dropper there for Kirk. How about it, man? 431, and how about a 431 with a 1 to take the deal home at 162 miles per hour. 35 off the number by 3 for Nick Klein. But, man, there's your winner right there in 2026. Here at Top Sportsman, Jay Kirk, IHRA, doing it the right way.
Nick Klein had absolutely no chance there. When they left that starting line and he was 38 on the tree, he was mathematically eliminated. Jay Kirk was 21 on the tree and goes dead on one to put up a.
Jay Kirk, you are the Top Sportsman Ironman. This is your first one. What does it feel like?
No words to describe it. Just thank everybody. Just thank IHRA. Thank my wife, especially Chris Klein. Gives me a perfect hot rod every time. Sandy Wilkins, Racing Engines, all the guys at the shop, all the guys that works for me, lets me do this stupid stuff, just everything.
You'll have to set that on a big shelf at home. Just remember all the hard work that went into it.
Lots of it. Never leave me.
Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Congrats.
Thank you.
It moves us right into the next category. How about that? Top dragster coming up here. Di Pasquale Joseph over there in the far left lane out of New Jersey. The Davis Racing Engine machine. The 12 model Miller dragster. 2012, built in that era. Who do you have on the right side, Mike?
Right side, Erich Wallace. Denver, North Carolina for Gibbs Performance Specialties. The shorty car with the small blower on it, getting the head start at 4:45. Joe T. Pasquale dialed it at 4:30.
Gonna be good. Handicap by a touch over on the right side, that 45.
For
15.
the trophy, top dragster.
Gonna be tough right here, man. Both great drivers. Moving in on the left side. T. Pasquale. Let's see how he does. That's Italiano, baby. Good lead, man. It should be over if you don't run too quick, man. 33 with an 8, and the victory goes to Joseph D. Pasquale down there out of New Jersey in the Davis Racing Engine Machine, and 33 at 146 miles per hour. So good deal for him. How about the right lane?
Right lane, a little tardy there. Eric goes dead on 5 and had one of those reactions.
Joey D, your first IHRA Ironman in the top dragster class. How'd you get it done?
Well, rather be lucky than good. I had some good rounds. Car was good. Had a buy-in at the final, and I was happy to be here. I don't know how I'm making it home tonight. I'm so excited, you know. But I want to thank everybody who stuck with me with this. Came down, my engine guys, Davis Race Engines, Mickey Thompson Tires. I can't even, I'm out of words right now. I'm so happy.
Well, congratulations. You better go to the winner's circle and take some pictures and be proud of that thing.
All right.
He drove good. He drove good.
I drove okay. I got good tickets.
Hey, it wasn't just the car, it's you. The driver has to do something too.
Yep. I had good. I did good, I think.
Well, congratulations, sir.
First week out.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
This is
Thank
70
you.
years old now. This is
old.
Yeah.
He did real good. They used to say 70 years old. I mean,
he says, I am old.
And D. Domenico talking about retiring at 65. Come on, D.
Yeah.
It's always exciting to kick off the first event of the year. We hope you enjoyed all the great racing action. We certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. For Kristen Banks and Kristen Beat, along with my colleague Tommy Johnson Jr., I'm Ken Stout. We'll see you next time with the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series.